Welcome into the Big East Digital Network, head coach of the number 10 Creighton Bluejays volleyball squad, head coach Kirsten Bernthall Booth. Coach, thank you so much for joining me.
No, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Coach, you finished out the first weekend of conference play 2-0, which included a sweep over then number 21 Marquette on Sunday. You said after the match that a match like this carries a lot of weight long term. How big was it for your team to get a win like that on Sunday night?
Well, every match is valuable to win a conference title, and that's one of the goals of the team. And we know Marquette is an outstanding team. And so you're on your home court, you have an opportunity to get things started the way that you want. And if you drop that match, I'm not saying we couldn't rebound and fight for a conference title, but it puts us behind the 8 ball. We're going to have to return to Milwaukee. It's a very different place to play. It's much more challenging. And so for us to come out and play, I thought a pretty clean match was a good start to the conference season.
Your two senior outside hitters, Jaylee Winters and Taryn Cloth, combined for 31 kills on Sunday. How did they step up and show their leadership?
I have been really, really impressed with our senior leadership from them and a couple of the other seniors as far as, showing up to practices every day, coming and being ready and confident for big matches, but also prepping the other players of every match is valuable. We have to be ready to go. And, it was great to see them have a great match in front of their home crowd. And, hopefully gives them big momentum to continue to play well as we continue down the road.
Speaking of the other players, Coach, you have 7 newcomers to the team this season, including 4 freshmen. How have you seen everyone gel as a unit?
Fortunately, we have 7 awesome newcomers, great people, great players. One thing that was really advantageous for us is we got to go to Europe in June. So we got 10 days of training, which helps when you have so many newcomers because we got to spend a lot of that time putting in systems. It wasn't even that we aggressively trained so much. It was a lot of just teaching of what we do. And then the bonding that goes on when you're in a foreign country for 11 days, you spend so much time together. I think that was huge for us to just come in August and be able to kind of hit the ground running with them feeling comfortable, maybe not the nerves. And I saw that in Europe. The first match or two that the freshmen played, they were pretty erratic and they were nervous. And so they got to work through some of those things. And I think that helped us a lot come August.
What were some of your favorite memories from Europe on the bonding side of things?
Oh, there were so many. I'm trying to think. We had a great tour guide that when we were on the bus trips, the players had to, whichever country we were going to, they had to come up with 5 words and 5 facts about the country. And so they'd get on the microphone in the front of the bus and try to pronounce these words. And she was fluent in quite a few different languages, so she was able to help them out. And you just saw their personalities. You can imagine all these new kids kind of nervous having to get on a mic, and we had some boosters there. And so that was really a good memory.
A lot of the bonding that goes into building the team chemistry, but then when you look at things on the court, Coach, how have you been able to maintain consistency over the years with your teams?
I think that's an ongoing challenge. First of all, you got to recruit great athletes, and our current players are a huge part of that. When we bring recruits in, we want them to hang out with the team because culture is so big in what we do. And we always say, you're the biggest selling point to our program is the young women that we have here. So that's a big thing. And then, it does help to have the expectation to be good. But, each year is a new challenge. You never know what's going to unfold. But, I think the big thing is even from the get-go 16 years ago when we, were struggling to get a lot of wins, we've tried to treat athletes fairly. We've tried to do things the right way. We're trying to build young women, and we really talk a lot about process. It's not, it's not about wins. It's about doing things the right way, working hard every day, and then the outcomes are going to come.
Coach, the Big East volleyball tournament is in Omaha this season. You guys are hosting it. What are some of the things that Big East volleyball fans can expect?
Well, a great atmosphere for sure. Nebraska is a volleyball state, so I think the exciting thing is, we'll have lots of fans in the stand, hopefully, and the Big East, I think, has a lot of unknowns this year. I tell you what, there's only I think it's just Creighton and Georgetown right now that have an unblemished record right now, and we just got started. So, I think it's going to be topsy-turvy. Only 4 teams make it. We hope we're one of them, but it's not guaranteed we're there, so we've got to work our tail off to have the opportunity to be a part of it. And then, it's great volleyball day in and day out in the Big East, so we're excited to host it, and people see great volleyball when they attend.
Coach, speaking of an unblemished mark, your team looks to hopefully continue that this weekend on the road with 2 matches. What do you tell your players to stay focused on the road?
Well, we're playing 2 really good teams. I think we went 5 last year with Butler in Indy. It's a very difficult place to play. So we start with them. They're an incredible blocking team. And then we go to Xavier, another very good team that we've got to be ready to play. What I tell the team is it doesn't matter what the name of the jersey is on the other side of the net. We have to play Creighton volleyball. Every time we step onto the court, we need to get better. We need to better the ball. And so it's, we'll give them a scouting report, but what I've told them is great teams, the best teams we've had at Creighton show up every single night. It's not just about winning, it's about playing great every night. And so that's what we'll be focused on.
Coach, safe travels this weekend. Best of luck. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.